Hello, folks. This is old Hunter back with a few more of my little short stories. I hope y'all enjoying. This one here, I call it quitting school. School just wasn't my thing for some reason. I wanted to work and make money. It wasn't I was dumb or anything. When I did try to make grades, I could make good grades. But I went in quitting the 10th grade, and I went to work down in the factories, working seafood, opening the oysters, and anything in the world. Worked on shrimp boats every now and then. I was making good money. And right there in Biloxi, when I was coming up, all the bars, there was a bar on every corner. If you was old enough to stand there and put your money up on a bar, they'd give you a beer. I was drinking in the bars when I was 14, 15 years old, right with all the others. Because I didn't have my white shrimp boots on and everything, smelled like shrimp and all. So I fit right in with all the rest of old fishermen and all, and they served me beer, and I drank them. My favorite was called a little Goble. A little Bantam. It was a little bottle of beer, wasn't that big around, about that long, and about 4 swallows you could drink it. It was a little Goble beer, and it had a picture of a Bandy Rooster on it. We always called it Little Bantam. They were 20 cents, and they would be ice cold until you finished it because there wasn't very much there. Well, that went on for a while, and I seen that I was at a dead-end street, and I wanted to see the world. So at 17, I joined the Navy. And I went through boot camp, and boot camp to me was a breeze because I was in physical shape. I was strong as a little mule. Didn't have an ounce of fat on me. And a lot of them boys that was going through boot camp with me, they was coming from the big cities and all, and overweight and all like that. But to me, I love boot camp. To me, it was enjoyable. The obstacle course, I'd have run it 10 times a day if they'd let me because I loved it. I love watching the other guys crying and all because they couldn't do it. Well, anyway, I got sent to Florida on a ship down in Florida. I'm not going to call the name of the ship because it was all top secret. It probably still is, so I'm not going to call the name of the ship. I got sent down to Florida and stationed on that ship. Well, I knew something was funny when I first went on board because I was seeing civilians everywhere. They took me down there and showed me where my bunk was, and I said, wow, what I've been told by other people in the Navy, you sleep like in a canvas hammock, not like this. That's a nice size bed almost with, they had sheets and pillowcase and all like that. All the other ships had what they call fort sacks. It was just like a big pillowcase slipped over your mattress. What little mattress it was. So I knew I was on something different. So it didn't take me long to fall into Navy life. I loved it. And one thing about it, with them civilians on board, they had control of the ship. There wasn't probably over maybe 50 us sailors on there. There's probably 75 civilians. And they had full control of the ship. They said where it went, when it come in, and everything. So we know every time we went out and done what they wanted to do, I can't mention nothing, they'd always pick, a good, fabulous place to go, like Acapulco, places like that. You have never heard of a Navy ship pulling to Acapulco. We did. We could even leave the ship in civilian clothes. It wasn't Navy. It wasn't Navy at all. It had the best food in the world. They had Filipino mess cooks on it, picked your plate up, and they wash your clothes for you and everything. It was fabulous. If I'd have known I could stay on that same ship, I'd have put 40 years in. Well, anyway, here we go to Hawaii. Never been to Hawaii before. And we actually wound up going there probably about 6 times. Hawaii is a beautiful place. But we only making $62 a month, and beer's costing $1. It don't go very far. Because everything over there was just expensive as it could be. Okay? Well, a lot of times we'd run out of money way before it's time to be paid again. So we just go into town and go down to the International Marketplace and walk around and look at the pretty girls and all like that. And they had these miter birds in cages hanging all in there. And they could talk. Well, a real good friend of mine, Jim, that I was in the Navy with, me and him done everything together. He got the bright idea and see if we could make them birds talk. Sure enough, he started saying curse words, and boy, they picked them up quick. About once a week, they had to start changing out birds. We thought it was funny, but they didn't think it was funny at all. Another little episode we had down in Hawaii, and like I said, Jim, he was a big old boy, and he was short on brains, but he was my best friend. One time after payday, we decided we were going to rent one of them little three-wheel cart, had a little canvas top. So we wanted to go on the backside of the aisle and look around. We had heard that some of the locals had bars back in there, and you get beer cheap not like it is in downtown, you know. So we got that little free recording. Here we go. We started hitting them little bars. Sure enough, some of them weren't very big. Most of them had dirt floor. They had good cold beer, and the beer was like 15 cents, 20 cents for a beer. We could handle that. So it wasn't long. And one other thing too, you can drink all the beer you wanted to, but you didn't mess with their women. And a lot of them big old boys, you didn't want to mess with them women. Them was some big old boys working in sugar cane field and pineapple field and stuff. They look like Atlas, you know. So we got pretty well tanked up. We decided we're going all the way to the other side, because we heard there was a pretty beach over there and there was a lot of big surf. That's where a lot of the pro surfers went, so we heading that way. We was probably about halfway there, and we come up on a pineapple field. As far as you can see on both sides of the road, wasn't no pineapples. And they had a big sign just as you crossed into that area, Dawes Pineapple Company. Dawes Pineapple Company. So anyway, old Tyree, not Tyree, I'm sorry, it wasn't his name. Jim said, I want a pineapple. I said, well, pull over the side of the road right there, and I'll pull up one real quick. Well, he did. He turned off and went out about 50 yards out in that pineapple field to get the one he wanted. Next thing I knew, it was about 30 damn cars, lights shining, flashing, and everything else, and they had us under arrest. And it wasn't Hawaii police. It was Hawaiian. It was guys that worked for Dole that patrolled in pineapple fields. So we was lucky in that respect. Hey, we got us back out on the road, and they said, how much money y'all got? Well, I think I had $26, and he had like $30. So, okay, give us your money, we'll let you go. So we did. So we knew we was going to be broke for another 3 weeks because of the stupid idea of getting a pineapple. I got one thing to say. If you ever go to Hawaii, don't go out in the fields to pick a pineapple. It ain't worth it. We'll see you later, folks.
And remember, everybody, if you enjoyed these stories and want to see more, come back here, subscribe, leave a comment, and be sure to click that like button. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
All right, you want to try to do one more?
I don't think it stopped. Hold on.